So in this lecture, we are going to study Lagrangian equation of motion of a central force field. Actually, we write the equation of motion for any field. So what is the purpose behind that? So when you write the equation of motion or when you calculate the equation of the motion, you can calculate the displacement of that system, velocity of the system, then acceleration or energy. So whatever you want to study in physics about that system, you can calculate all those things, even angular displacement, angular momentum. So all these things are covered in the equation of a motion. So if you write the equation of the motion for any system which is moving, then you can calculate all the things related to it. That's why we study the equation of the motions in physics. So let us write the equation of the motion uh, of a central force field, Lagrangian equation of the motion, but obvious. So if I take the position x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta in a polar coordinates, I can write, if it means that if x represents the position vector along x direction and y represents the position vector along the y direction, and it is given by x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta, the velocity vector, which we write it as a x dot, that can be written as r d by dt of cos theta plus cos theta d by dt of r. Okay, I can, when I solve this, we know these things are coming from the mathematics. So whenever you want to take the derivative of two terms, the multiplication of the derivation rule is applied, in which we take first term multiplied by derivative of the second term plus second term multiplied by derivative of the first term. That's why I have written x dot is equal to, and x dot is but obvious, dx upon dt. So that x dot is equal to r into d by dt of cos theta, which is minus sin theta. I'll write it here, minus sin theta into r plus cos theta r dot. Similarly, I can write y dot. So r into d by dt of sin theta plus sin theta dr by dt. So I can write that r cos theta plus r dot sin theta. Now we know that this Lagrangian is given by L is equal to T minus this V of R, as we are dealing with the central force field, which is a function of only the distance. Okay, so this potential is only the distance dependent. That's why I have written this V as a function of R. L is equal to T minus V of R. So for this T is a kinetic energy. I'll write the equation T is equal to 1/2 mv square. So as we have taken in the two directions, I can write V as a Vx square plus Vy square, which is nothing but the x dot square plus y dot square. We have calculated the values of x dot and y dot. I will write it as x dot square is r square sin square theta plus r dot square cos square theta, and plus y dot square's value, which is r square cos square theta plus r dot square sin square theta. So here one term is remaining over here, sine theta r into theta dot cos theta theta dot. So here will also come theta dot and theta dot. So I can write it here as m r square theta dot square plus r dot square. As this sine square theta plus cos square theta, this will become 1, and this sine square theta, this cos square theta plus sine square theta, this will become 1. So when I take r dot square common from this, sine square theta plus cos square theta, that is equal to 1, and when I take common r square plus theta dot square from common from these two terms, there is also remnant of sine square theta plus cos square theta, which is equal to 1. So this is all about the kinetic energy for this center force field in a polar coordinates. Now if I put the value of this into the, now Lagrangian, I can write n is equal to 1/2 m r square theta dot square plus r dot square minus v of r. So this is the value of the Lagrangian. Okay, now let us write the Lagrangian equations of motion in r and theta. Okay, and before that, here we can see that this Lagrangian L is independent of theta, or I can say that this, in this case, the theta is a cyclic coordinate. Remember this. For this Lagrangian in a central force field, theta is a cyclic coordinate. Okay, so therefore this Lagrangian is independent of this theta. Theta dot is there, r is there, r dot is there, but in here we cannot see any theta term. Okay, therefore we can say that this Lagrangian is a independent of theta, and I can write this theta is a cyclic coordinate over here. So if I try to write the equation, Lagrangian equation for this central force field, I can write d by dt of dou L upon dou r dot minus dou L upon dou r is equal to 0. This will be one equation. In r, if I try to write it in a theta, so it will be dou L upon dou theta dot minus dou L upon dou theta is equal to 0. So we have to calculate all these terms, dl upon dou L upon dou r dot. So I have to take the Lagrangian of this L. So I have to take derivative of this L with r dot, derivative of L with r with theta dot and theta. Okay, but obviously this dl upon d theta is 0, as we already seen that this Lagrangian is, in this Lagrangian, theta is a cyclic coordinate. No theta term, therefore dl upon d theta will be equal to 0. So this term will be 0, but obvious. So let us calculate dou L upon dou r dot. When we are taking derivative with a r dot, the only terms having r dot will have some derivative, and remaining terms will be 0. So this term will become 0, r square theta dot square. Only this term will remain. So which will be equal to 1/2 of m to r dot. So this 2 will get cancelled, and we are going to get m r dot over here. So this 2 will get cancelled, m r dot. Okay, this term will become 0, 1/2 m r square theta dot square this also doesn't contain r dot, therefore this term will also become 0. When I take the differentiation with r, there will be differentiation of only first term, this term, and yes, this term will remain, this term will get cancelled out. So let us write down dl upon dr for this term, 1/2 m 2r theta dot square. So this 2 will get cancelled and I will write mr theta dot square, r dot square with dou r, that will become 0, and minus dou r upon so that will become dou v upon dou r. Okay, so this was, so just put the values of dou L upon dou r dot and dou L upon r, dou L upon dou r in equation first. That will give you the Lagrangian first equation of a motion for the central force field in terms of r. So I can write d by dt of mr dot minus mr theta dot square plus dou v by dou r is equal to 0. So I will call this as equation 3, which is the first Lagrangian equation of a motion in central force field in terms of r. Okay, or I can also write mr double dot minus mr square mr theta dot square plus dou v upon dou r is equal to 0. Okay, call this as equation 3. This is the first equation of a motion in a central force field. Okay, now let us calculate dou L upon dou theta dot. The terms of the theta dot will only remain, so I am going to get 1/2 m r square into 2 theta dot. These 2 will get cancelled and I am going to get m r square theta dot. This term will become 0 and this term will also become 0. And but of this dl upon d theta is equal to 0, as the theta is a cyclic coordinate. So the second equation becomes d by dt of mr square theta dot is equal to 0, or I can write mr square theta double dot is equal to 0. So I can write this as equation 4, which is a Lagrangian equation of a motion in theta for the central force field. And we are going to use this Lagrangian equation of motion to calculate the angular momentum, total energy, or the initial position vector, or the initial displacement vector. Okay, thus we are going to study all the required terms, or we are going to calculate all the required terms for the central force field by using these Lagrangian equations of motion.